watching Triangle.
You can be anything you want.
What is up, guys? Ryan here, and in today's After Effects CS6 tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a video banner like this to put in your videos as a nice little professional way to showcase things like text and stuff like that. This is the second After Effects tutorial I actually have on my channel. I mean, my first one being the audio spectrum tutorial, which is one of my most popular tutorials on the channel. But I don't know why I don't do so many After Effects tutorials. I mean, After Effects to me is a pretty scary program. I mean, there's a lot of things to know on how to do it, but I'm trying to get into it more, so maybe in the future you guys will start seeing some more After Effects tutorials. But now you can create a straight up rectangle in After Effects, but I'm gonna go into Photoshop and create a very simple rectangle. This is gonna be really quick, so we're gonna use 1280 by 720. Make sure it's on pixels. Hit enter, and this is just going to be really quick and simple because I just kind of want to get out of After Effects and get out of Photoshop and go into After Effects. So we're just going to draw out a rectangle about that big, and we're just going to delete our background, make sure there's nothing there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring down the opacity to 75%. Actually, no, we're going to bring it to 80 and 85, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably about good to add some so like when it goes overlays your video, you guys can see through it. It's just a nice little effect. And what we're going to do next is we're going to right click and we're going to rasterize the layer, and we're going to go up here to edit, and then we're going to go down here to transform and perspective, and we're going to just go out. Oh wait, we're just going to go out like that, like kind of tilted on an angle, so we get like that kind of effect right there. So hit apply, and there you go. It's a nice, quick, simple effect. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna file, save as. You go to our desktop. We're gonna call this banner tutorial, and we're just gonna save it as a PNG file and save it to our desktop and hit OK. Now I'm gonna jump into After Effects and we're gonna start working on the actual animation of it. So yeah. So now that we're in After Effects, we want to go up here to Composition, New Composition. I'm gonna call this Main Comp, and we're gonna go down here and make sure the duration is 10 seconds. That's the duration I'd like to stay at, and the background color black. Now most of you, when you do this, you're going to have a black background. Now we don't want that. So to change that, all you have to do is go down to here to toggle transparency grid, click that, and there you go. Now we're going to go and find our PNG image from Photoshop right there and drag it down into our timeline. We're going to bring up our position tab because this is where we're going to start making the animation. So hold P, and we're going to bring down our timeline to about, down to where it's at frames. We're going to go to 20 frames, keyframe it, and then back to 0, and we're going to drag our position out of the scene so it can't be seen, and keyframe it. Now with our two keyframes, we're going to highlight them both, and we're going to right click on them, and we're going to go keyframe assistant and easy ease. And this is a really quick tip that a lot of people don't use. It's a really nice animation tip that just makes your videos really nice, because as you can see, like it comes in fast and then eases itself in. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now to add another effect that a lot of people don't use is motion blur. Now most of you, when you do this, it's going to look like this. To change to get the motion blur tab, all you have to do is go down here is to toggle switches / modes, click that, and then you bring up your motion blur tab, and we're just going to check this. Now if we were to actually play it, you actually notice that there is no real motion blur. That's because you have to enable it on your timeline for the whole entire scene. So if we go up here to enable motion blur for all layers, click that. Now if we do a quick preview, you can see that it has some motion blur. So it's a a nice quick effect. So now all we have to do is another. We're going to bring up a graph editor. Now when we're doing this, it's always going to be just like a hump, nice, comes in, reaches its peak and then comes out. Now what we want to do is we want to have like a kind of a fast entrance in, and then it slowly enters the scene. So to do that, we're just going to click on our tabs here, and we're going to bring the tab on the right all the way to the left, like so. As you can see, it's like a little hill. So we have a fast in and then a slow valley. So high mountain, slow valley. So if we were to keyframe it, you see it comes in fast and then slows down. We can actually drag this out more, so it's like kind of more of a slow transition. So if we go back and keyframe it or RAM preview, see, it's a really nice effect. So fast in, slow out. Now we're going to do the same thing for the outro, except we're going to have it slowly fade out and then I'll explain it to you. So go back to here, close out our graph editor, go down to position, and we're going to go to the end of our scene, which is at 10 seconds, and we're going to drop the frames down to like that. So we're going to add our keyframes at, whoa, what just happened? We're going to add our keyframes there. So we're going to add a position keyframe, and then we're going to go to 20 frames and drag it out like so. And same as before, we're going to highlight both of our keyframes, and actually no, we're not. We're going to only right click on our second keyframe assistant, and easy ease out. It's a nice, just another animation tip, which makes it a smoother animation overall. So, and the last thing we're going to do is just the same thing, bring up our bar graph again, and as you can see here, if we were to zoom out, you can see here how it's kind of mimicking the same thing. Now, but we don't want that. What we want to do is, if we just zoom back in, we want this to come in, or yeah, we want this to come out or in. Whoops, my mistake. And we want that to go in and this to go in as well, so it creates a hump like before. So if we were to do a RAM preview, just let it run out. Once it finally previews it, don't know why my computer, up there it is. And as you can see, it's a slow animation then fast. It's just a nice, effect to use overall. And as you can see, fast then slow out, I don't know. It's slow then fast. That's the best way I can explain it. It's really nice effect. Now I was going to do a text, but the text is really self-explanatory. You just put text over it, add different opacities, and it's pretty simple. I'm just going to tell you guys how to render it out now. So to render this, we're going to go to edit, composition, and add to render key. I can't even pronounce it because I'm retarded. We want to go to video output channels, and as normally it says RGB, we want this to be RGB plus alpha. Click that, and we want to go to format options and make sure it is on uncompressed UYVY 422 8-bit. I can't talk today. I don't know why. Hit OK, and we're going to change this to I don't know, banner tutorial animation. I can't spell for shit, but who cares? Let's save as and hit render. That's pretty much the end of this tutorial, guys. This is really quick, but it's a really nice effect to add to your videos that shows professionalism and just overall a nice focal point for videos to get points across and stuff like that. But if this video was helpful, please drop a like. Let's try to get this to 50 likes. If you're not already following me on Twitter, my Twitter is @SymmetryHD. And if you're not already liked my Facebook page is Symmetry Tutorials. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that subscribe button. I'm almost at 1.5K. And if you already haven't seen my 1.5 graphics pack, link will be in the description for you guys to go download that and check it out. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next tutorial, and have a nice day.